Welcome. I am here. My name is Nicola Energy to give you insights into your energy because this is the truth of your being, and this is where we can connect to our biggest power, peace, and it is all held inside of ourselves. So I wanted to make this video to answer a couple of questions that came from a recent newsletter I sent out. And this was called The Foundation of Energy Change. And I'll just recap on what we covered and then answer these questions. So firstly, I want to say that you are the powerful creator of your reality. That is the truth with an absolute capital T. And coming into alignment with this understanding, especially when times feel challenging, is absolutely the path to your empowerment. And I know sometimes, certainly from my own personal experience, this relates to question one, which is, I feel like I'm doing the things that I need to do. I've got an energy practice. I've been doing this for like 4 or 5 months, and I noticed some differences, but then it just didn't seem to work. So let's investigate. Doing energy, having an energy practice, doing different energy moves, that's really interacting with your energy in the physical plane of existence. But you are also made up of the emotional plane of existence and the mental plane of existence. All of those coalesce into an indivisible geometry of vibration which holds information about you. And so simple and powerful energy habits are an incredibly powerful part that can impact your body chemistry. The electromagnetic fields can really have a positive effect on your body chemistry, which can positively impact your emotional balance and your mental frame of reference. But there is really an aspect of thoughts and identity which come into play, which must be addressed. And if you feel like I'm doing these energy exercises, but I've hit an edge, or I can't see how to facilitate change to the next level of my evolution, then that's when that's a brilliant clue. That is giving you amazing information, and the information is, okay, I need to investigate my mental plane of existence and my emotional plane of existence, because is there something in there which is holding a pattern in place? And I give this example, which is from the book Atomic Habits, which is an amazing book about creating lasting habits, and lots of amazing insights into how this really can be done in really simple ways. And the example from this book says about an ice cube. So imagine you have an ice cube sat in front of you, and you're actually in a cold room where you can see your breath coming out of your mouth. The room is that cold. It's about 25 degrees Fahrenheit, which is -4 Celsius. And then ever so slowly, the room starts to heat up. The ice cube is on the table in front of you. That temperature goes from 25 degrees Fahrenheit to 26, to 27, to 28. The ice cube looks exactly the same. It goes to 29, it goes to 30. The ice cube is exactly the same. It goes to 31, nothing changing. And then it hits 32, which is about 0 degrees. The ice begins to melt. A 1 degree shift, seemingly no different from the previous 1 degree shifts, but what a huge change, what a catalyst of change that has been unlocked. And I give that example because change is instantaneous. It may be that it takes us 10 years leading up to that point where suddenly everything comes into alignment in our physical, emotional, and mental planes of existence to allow that change to happen. And the foundation of energy change is working at all of those levels. And I'll give you an example from my own personal experience. I remember when I first started traveling to the Amazon jungle to work shamanically with a vine called the Vine of the Soul and the Rope of Death. I've spent about 6 years back and forth to the Amazon, and then about 10 years in total also in Europe, working with this plant medicine and shamans that are part of a Shipibo tribe culture in the Amazon River region of Peru. And doing these ceremonies, when I first went, I was in such a place of imbalance. I remember chatting to a guy who was there from Chile, and he said, "Oh, this is the 3rd time I've come here." And I looked at him like, "You've been here 3 times, but I thought you could just come and, like, it would change everything. You just want to, like, take away the thing that is causing your suffering or your physical imbalance and then get on with your life." And that is, of course, missing the point. I was looking for a magic bullet to take away the imbalance so I could just get back to living my life. We are looking for deep change at all levels of our being. We are not looking to be the same. And so if we ever feel stuck, then let's really go to a place of self-inquiry with our mental plane of existence, our thoughts, our emotional plane of existence. What state am I cultivating on a daily basis? And of course, asking for help to support coming into alignment with those 2 planes of existence. And then my physical plane of existence, which is the end of the road energetically. Really what coalesces in your physicality has already formed in the more subtle, less visible aspects of your energy. And that is where, if you feel stuck, more investigation is required. So that answers one question about change, and more power to you. If you feel like, "Oh my God, I've just been trying for so long to create change in my life," I promise you it is possible. Go back and investigate those 3 planes of existence again. And the second question, I gave an example which was about identity. And this resides in the mental plane of existence. And this is super important. This is really an aspect of change, which when I work with clients is really the crux of allowing the body to recalibrate itself. So for example, the example I gave was an example of identity. I am disempowered. I need someone outside of myself to save me. Versus an empowered identity statement would be, I am empowered. And the question was, oh, if I feel like I need someone outside of myself to save me, does that mean I shouldn't ask for help? And I want to absolutely clarify, that is not what I mean at all. But it kind of references the example I gave when I first went to the Amazon jungle. I was hoping I would do a week of ceremonies and it would just take away my suffering, instead of using my suffering as a tool for really deep change at all levels of my existence. And so what I will say is, yes, absolutely plug into people who you can ask for help. Just imagine we are an absolute interconnected consciousness and vibration. Just a drop of a consciousness that allows you to create a change in perception, a drop of consciousness that allows you to let go, to change your identity through energy work, or any person that you resonate with that can facilitate that kind of change for you, definitely do that. I have mentors that I work with all the time and have done for the past 10 years to ensure that I can hold a space of expanded and healing and clarity for my clients. And I will always be working on my own energy and asking for help in that respect. But if it's something that is like, I want someone to just take this away from me, then that is obviously not going to put you in an empowering energy. It keeps us in a victim energy. So that's what I meant when I said that statement. So I hope that brings clarity to what is a disempowering belief versus what is an empowering belief That's identity. It's held as vibration in your energy field. And so I invite you to look at what a person who is empowered says or does. What would they do? And you can categorize that into your words, your thoughts, your daily words. Just take a moment to spend a day paying attention to what your words and where your focus is. Where focus goes, energy flows. Then also your identity. Do you believe that you are a person that can create a change in yourself, or do you believe you will be stuck forever? Is it safe for you to change? Who would you be if you were the vision of the best version of yourself? Who is the best version of yourself? And it might be uncomfortable to actually consider, who am I if I change? But really, I invite you to write that down and have a look at that. And then the third thing is your cultivated daily state, by which I mean we are interacting with the physical aspect of our plane of existence to hold emotional balance. Are we maintaining a grounded physicality by moving? Are we using our physical body? Are we working with our breath? I've been doing an hour-long pranayama and kind of yoga thing for the past 4 months, 3 times a morning, and I have to say it's amazing. And so whatever you do, just really make sure that you're using your body to cultivate your state. You are having an embodied experience, so our physicality is very important. So I hope that brings some insights. Thank you so much for your questions, and I look forward to hearing more questions from you, or anything that you need support on with regards to your energy. So thank you. Bye.